Did you know that insulin resistance could be secretly sabotaging your health without you even realizing it? What's more, it could be affecting your energy, your weight, and even your risk of developing serious conditions like type 2 diabetes and heart disease. In this video, we'll dive into what insulin resistance is, how it impacts your body, and most importantly, how you can reverse this condition with just a few simple lifestyle changes. Stick around until the end to learn how to protect your health in the long run and avoid the hidden dangers of this silent condition. What is insulin resistance? So what exactly is insulin resistance? Simply put, insulin is an essential hormone produced by the pancreas. Its primary role is to help move glucose, or sugar, from the bloodstream into your cells, where it's used as energy. This is vital for maintaining our energy levels and balancing blood sugar. But in insulin resistance, something goes wrong. The body's cells start becoming less responsive to insulin, meaning the body needs to produce more and more insulin to achieve the same effect. Over time, this overload can lead to elevated insulin levels in the blood, a phenomenon known as hyperinsulinemia, and that's not a good thing. It can result in several complications, such as weight gain, chronic fatigue, and eventually, type 2 diabetes. But don't worry, let's break down how all of this works in detail. Why does insulin resistance happen? Now that we know what insulin resistance is, the big question is, why does it happen? There are several factors that can contribute to the development of this condition. Here are the main ones. 1. Obesity and visceral fat. Fat that accumulates around the organs, especially in the abdominal area, is one of the main causes of insulin resistance. 1. Visceral fat is directly linked to inflammatory processes that impair insulin response. 2. Lack of physical activity. Exercise helps improve insulin sensitivity because active muscle cells use more glucose from the blood for energy. 2. A sedentary lifestyle makes these cells less efficient, contributing to resistance. 3. Unbalanced diet. Excessive consumption of refined carbohydrates and sugars can overload the body's insulin regulation system, leading to frequent glucose spikes and eventual resistance. 4. Genetics. Genetic factors also play a role. 4. Some people are more predisposed to developing insulin resistance due to family history, particularly if there are cases of type 2 diabetes. 5. Chronic inflammation. Low-grade inflammation, which can be caused by obesity, poor diet, or stress, can damage cells and reduce their sensitivity to insulin. That's why insulin resistance is often referred to as a multifactorial condition. It doesn't have a single cause, but is influenced by a combination of lifestyle, diet, and genetics. Enjoying this video? Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more health tips and insights. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know your thoughts or questions. We'd love to hear from you. How to know if you have insulin resistance. Now you might be wondering, do I have insulin resistance? The answer isn't always obvious because many people live for years with the condition without showing clear symptoms. However, there are some signs and tests that can indicate insulin resistance. Weight gain, especially around the abdomen. If you're accumulating fat around your waist, that could be a sign. Constant fatigue. If you're always tired, even after a good night's sleep, this may be related to how your body processes glucose. High blood pressure and elevated cholesterol levels. Insulin resistance is associated with increased blood pressure and cholesterol imbalances. Dark patches on the skin. Acanthosis nigricans, which appears as dark, velvety patches on the neck and armpits, can be an early sign of insulin resistance. If you suspect you may be dealing with insulin resistance, it's important to get blood tests like fasting insulin levels and a glucose tolerance test for a precise diagnosis. The consequences of insulin resistance. Untreated insulin resistance can lead to several serious health complications. The problem is that this condition often doesn't show clear signs until significant damage has been done to the body. Here are the most common consequences of insulin resistance. 1. Type 2 diabetes. Insulin resistance is a major risk factor for developing type 2 diabetes. 1. Over time, the pancreas can no longer produce enough insulin to compensate for the resistance, leading to dangerously high blood glucose levels. 2. Heart disease. Insulin resistance is closely linked to cardiovascular diseases as it contributes to the buildup of fat in the arteries, which can lead to heart attacks and strokes. 3. Metabolic syndrome. Insulin resistance is one of the main components of metabolic syndrome, a cluster of conditions that includes high blood pressure, high glucose levels, excess abdominal fat, and abnormal cholesterol levels. 4. Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Insulin resistance can also contribute to fat accumulation in the liver, which can lead to serious liver problems. These are just a few of the conditions associated with insulin resistance, and that's why it's so important to diagnose and treat this condition as early as possible. How to reverse insulin resistance. The good news is that insulin resistance is reversible, especially if addressed early. Here are some effective strategies to improve insulin sensitivity and regain control over your health. 1. Weight loss. Losing just 5–10% of your body weight can significantly improve insulin sensitivity, particularly if you lose abdominal fat. 2. Regular exercise. Regular physical activity such as walking, cycling, or weight training helps muscle cells absorb more glucose and use insulin more effectively. 3. Dietary changes. Reduce your intake of refined carbohydrates and sugars, and increase your consumption of whole foods, fiber, lean protein, and healthy fats like nuts and avocado. 4. Adequate sleep. Getting enough quality sleep is crucial for balancing hormones and regulating insulin sensitivity. 4. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. 5. Stress reduction. Stress management techniques like meditation, yoga, or deep breathing exercises can help lower cortisol levels, which can contribute to insulin resistance. 6. Low glycemic index diet. Choosing foods that cause a slow and steady rise in blood sugar can help avoid extreme glucose spikes and crashes. 6. In summary, insulin resistance is a silent but powerful condition that can significantly impact your health. By making lifestyle changes, like improving your diet, exercising regularly, and managing stress, you can reverse this condition and avoid future complications like diabetes and heart disease. Don't let insulin resistance undermine your health. Start taking action today and reap the benefits of a healthier life.